Hey guys, Crypto Spacey here. Today let's talk about a new node project, Decentralized Foundation. I'm very excited about this project. The reason being the team is completely doxed and also they have a very good background experience. I'll walk you through the team members, and also this project is planned in such a way that it is guaranteed to run for more than a year. And I'll walk you through the all the different strategies and methods they're adopting to make this project sustainable. And finally, I'll walk you through my strategy of creating the node for free. If this sounds exciting, stay on. I will discuss in this details. Again, this is educational video only. This is not a financial advice. Please do your own research. So this decentralized foundation, it's a node project, and as you can see here, they do have different types of node types. The basic one is called Sapphire. Next is Ruby and Diamond. And how do we buy this node or set up this node? We need to have DEFO tokens, which is their native token, and plus $25 DAI token. And currently, the price of the DEFO is not published. We need to wait and see. However, during the pre-sale, they had for one sapphire $50, one ruby 200, and diamond $800. So based on that, I'm assuming the DEFO token price will be $1. And coming to the return, you can see it is 1.28 up to 1.42. And one thing you might have observed that the returns have gone down drastically, because currently all the good node projects are focusing on the long-term sustainability. With that, they have decreased the reward significantly, and also they have increased the tax. And as you can see here, the return ROI before the tax is 78 days for Sapphire, where for the Diamond it is 70. And if you compare the same ROI after the tax, that is almost 60% of the tax. That is, sell tax is 50%, charity tax is 10%. The ROI increases to 195 days for Sapphire, and Diamond it is 176. So if you see this ROI is increasing longer and longer. One way it's good because this is they are trying to move towards the more realistic return than the more on the Ponzi nature, and that's the reason this might be a good project, right? And on top of that, they do have something called reward reduction, and how they plan to do that is, so suppose if you are invested currently $50 for the Sapphire token, there as soon as you get a return of 1x, that is $50, you recoup it, then there will be a 20% reduction of the return, correct? From 1.28, where 20% reduction, it will be 1.02. Similarly, for Diamond, it's going to be 1.14, right? And for monthly fee also they have, it is 1.5 to $21. And so these taxes and monthly fees and reduction in the reward, they're all good for long-term sustainability. And the good thing is, if you see, they have made sure that you get your ROI, then they plan to reduce it. So that way it's a win-win situation for everyone. And can you convert the node as NFT? Yes, that's a good feature. That means in the future, whatever node you have, you can convert them to NFT, and either you can buy or sell them on the secondary market. And however, this feature is more in the future, not currently it is adopted. Now, also, if you observe, they have additional fees called reward fees. If you see, if you try to claim your reward within the first week, they're going to impose additional 30% on top of the 60% of the tax. That means your total tax will be like 90% for the first week if you want to do anything. And for the second week, it's going to reduce to 20%. That total comes to 80% of the tax. For third week, it is going to be 70% of the tax. And fourth week, it's going to be 0. That means it comes to the base 60% of the tax. If you see, they are working very hard at it. They're thinking smartly to make sure that they don't want people to keep claiming and selling within the first couple of weeks. So these additional taxes, what they do it here is they will make it less Ponzi in nature. That means you're not depending on the new lot of new people coming and joining and trying to support the project, right? Let's talk about our my rating for DEFO. It's 4 star for sure. And will what is the reason for the 4 star? For ROI score, if you see, it is just 2 star out of 5 because the ROI takes longer time, more than a couple of months. And coming to Rug Proof, it is 5 star. It is definitely one of the best project from the Rug Proof standpoint because the team is completely doxed. And also they plan to get this KYC, multi-sig, audit, AMA, liquidity lock, everything on the board to get it. And if you want to learn about their team, if I scroll down on the Twitter, and if you see here, I'm going to turn on this. So if you see, they have announced their team. That's good, and that's the reason I provided direct proof as 5 star. Coming to the sustainability, definitely this is one of the project that they have worked very heavily on to make this sustainable, because they do have sell tax of 50%. They plan to invest in other projects for the additional revenue, and the reward rate is on the lower side. And they have the claim fee, and also they have the reward fee. They have charity tax here. And coming to social score, correct? Currently, they just have the Twitter, and even just with the Twitter, they have close to 7K followers. And soon they plan to open the Discord. I'm sure that is also will attract more number of investors. And coming to sell pressure, as I mentioned, you can convert your node as NFT and you can sell it. That's good. And they do have P2E game, sorry. And you can compound your node, you can sell your node, and the team is vested, and you can upgrade your node. They have something called smart daily limits. I'll walk you through that. They do have the OTC, and they have price stabilizer and also anti-micro sale. Okay, let's learn about a few of these things quickly. So what is this smart daily limits? If you see here, that smart daily limits is for Sapphire per day is 50, Ruby 12, and Diamond 3. So what is it actually doing? So it is not letting everyone coming and creating the node and creating that massive influx of the project. If you see, one of the problem the node projects faced is the rapid growth of the project. That is too many number of investors creating node, and that has put a lot of pressure on the protocol itself to pay the reward, and that itself it kind of created the opposite effect. So by doing this, controlling the number of nodes creation, that means we are controlling the flow of investors, and also the reward rate also will be controlled. I feel this is a very good strategy for a long-term success. And also, they have something called anti-micro sale. If you see, you won't be able to cash out unless the reward is minimum $50. So this is also another good feature because it won't let you sell your reward if it is less than $50. So what is by that way that's going to do it is create very less pressure, sell pressure. That is always good for the protocol. Less sell pressure is the number one strategy for the success. And next is the whale prevention. So they have the OTC. That means anytime any big transaction, either buying or selling, they can do it over the counter by filling it a form. So that way it will the price of the token will not be volatile. So it's going to be stabilized. And they have something called price stabilizer. I think they might do it by doing the buyback of the tokens and also node control, as we discussed here as the daily limit. And from the P2E game, they have something called staking lottery, and also as additional revenue, they plan to come up with their own DeFi courses that also will have additional revenue for them. So if you see that they have different strategies like from daily limit, anti-micro scale, micro sales, whale prevention, and staking lottery, DeFi. So definitely with combination of all these things, it's going to make this project sustainable for long term. And of course, with the less reward rate, correct, with higher tax. And what is my price prediction for this? Again, guys, this my predictions are for educational purpose only. This is not for financial advice. Okay, so here I'm trying to compare the price, predict the price based on the comparison of the similar projects. You see that recently Etherstone was launched, and on the day one it had a 10x increase, and Oxblock was launched 2 days back and it had 11x increase. So if I take the average of these increases for the ETHs and Oxblock and deduct it by the market sentiment, it's going to come as 10x. And assuming the DEFO price as $1, so the projected DEFO price will be $10 for this. That's not bad. And again, this is for calculation only, and this price might go up or down depending on several factors. Okay. And coming to pre-sale, do they have pre-sale? Yes, they do have pre-sale, and they had two pre-sales. So both are the public pre-sales. That's good. That means there are no need to have the whitelist or the private CL or anything like that, right? And here, if you see, one of the public pre-sale was conducted last week, and it was sold out in less than a minute. And that's good thing. Good news is they do have the second pre-sale coming. I think probably it might be in the April first week or second week. You need to follow on the Twitter for the exact date. However, so what is the cost of buying it? If you see here, Sapphire node, it cost you $50, and Ruby 200, Diamond 800. That's not bad. And of course, there is a limit, 15 per wallet for Sapphire, 10 for Ruby, and 2 for Diamond. And coming to the token distribution, if you see, the team allocated around 20% of the token out of 1 million token. And also they do get some additional, team will get 3.5% of the tokens whenever you create the node. Okay. And regarding the vesting, they have provided some vesting details, and I'm hoping they will provide in detail about the term, like how long they plan to vest and everything. And finally, what is my strategy? How I plan to support this project, right? So I plan to, as I mentioned, participate in the public sale where I plan to buy one diamond node for $800. So based on the ROI, considering the $1 defo, it's going to be 286 days. And assuming the price of the defo will increase from $1 to $5, then our ROI significantly reduces, like less than 2 months, that is 57 days. That equates to our daily earning of $14, that is after the tax. That's not bad. And so this is my strategy steps, correct? And in this strategy, I'll walk you through how I plan to recoup my initial investment. So step one is I'm going to buy the diamond node in the public presale. And on the launch day, I'm going to buy $500 to $800 worth of DEFO tokens after the initial dump, and resell this DEFO tokens for at least 60% to 100% of the value. And by doing this, I'm going to recover either my full initial investment or partial investment. That is by selling the DEFO tokens by the step 3. And the step 5 is I'm going to create the set up the diamond node and start earning my reward. And after 1 or 2 months of earning my reward, I might look into compounding. Again, the compounding depend on various factors like how the project is doing, are they meeting their roadmap, and is the project going good. Based on everything, I decide to either to compound or to just take my profit. Also, another factor I'll keep in mind is to what is the price of the NFTs. If the price of the NFTs has gone up like significantly 4x, 5x, 6x, I might plan to sell that, right? Again, this is depending on various conditions. So if I need the money for other project, other exciting project, I might sell the NFT, correct? Or if I want to make money now or not later, then I might sell the NFTs. Again, it's a different condition apply, but this is my strategy. And coming to this step 2 and 3, correct? How I plan to execute. if I go to the deck screener here, if you see here, this is for the aux block, which was launched 2 days back. And you see initially the price, it went up to almost $10 and it dropped to almost close to $6.5. And here I entered it actually around 6.7. I bought it, and I sold it around close to $11. And assuming the similar behavior of the project for the Decentraland, and you can also look for this initial dump. So I'm seeing it a 1 minute chart. Some they see it at 5 minutes, 15 minutes. It's up to you. For me, 1 minute is good enough to get this initial dump. Once I see some recovery, I'm going to buy at this time and try to sell at least 60 to 100% of the value. And if I show you the same for ETHs here, if you see ETHs went up to almost $3, then it was dumped to 1.6. And this is where I bought the ETHs token and also sold around $3 I sold. So I recovered initial my money based on whatever I recovered. I made profit. I used that money to create the node. So this is how I plan to kind of invest in buying the token and reselling them. Again, this can be very risky, and also it requires a lot of research and confidence in the project. So make sure you use caution when going with this strategy. Just don't ape in with a lot of money. As I said, it's not guaranteed this will happen, right? I'm just using my experience based on the similar project. So please do your own research before aping in. And if you'd like to learn more about the project, as I mentioned, they do have their Twitter. I will see that currently they are close to 7,000 followers. And remember, this is without Discord. And also they do have a website, and in the website they have links to the white paper, and also they have provided additional information on their team. Right? So please take some time to learn about the project and the team. And as I mentioned, this is a good project because they purely focused on the sustainability, long-term sustainability. I'm confident this project will run for more than a year, and we'll see how everything goes. So if you like this video, please subscribe to my channel and hit that like button. And thank you for listening to this video, and you guys have a nice day.